The road to Havana paved with glory for rebel chieftain Fidel Castro, 32-year-old man of the hour in Cuba. His army of irregulars have taken over an island of 6.5 million. A Havana pier is ablaze following an explosion on board a French ship carrying 76 tons of munitions for Cuba. As many as 70 persons are believed dead in the catastrophe. The explosion and the deaths add to the already strained relations between the United States and Cuba. Premier Fidel Castro suggests it was sabotage, occurring with the knowledge and approval of the U.S. government.
We cannot and will not permit the communists to drive us out of Berlin, either gradually or by force. The world is not deceived by the communist attempt to label Berlin as a hotbed of war.
Good evening, my fellow citizens. This government, as promised, has maintained the closest surveillance of the Soviet military buildup on the island of Cuba. Within the past week, unmistakable evidence has established the fact that a series of offensive missile sites is now in preparation on that imprisoned island. The purpose of these bases can be none other than to provide a nuclear strike capability against the Western Hemisphere. All ships of any kind bound for Cuba, from whatever nation or port, will, if found to contain cargoes of offensive weapons, be turned back. It shall be the policy of this nation to regard any nuclear missile launched from Cuba against any nation in the Western Hemisphere as an attack by the Soviet Union on the United States, requiring a full retaliatory response upon the Soviet Union.
A Defense Department spokesman in Washington has reported that at least a dozen Soviet vessels bound for Cuba have turned back.
The curtain goes up at the United Nations on what the world hopes is the final act in the drama that was the Cuban crisis. The Soviet Union is represented by Khrushchev's special envoy, Russia's first deputy foreign minister, Vasily Kuznetsov. He is here to confer with Utante before the acting Secretary General left for Cuba to arrange the dismantling of Soviet missile bases. Utante met separately with both Russian and United States representatives to iron out some preliminary details before his conferences with Castro.